Shalom Yasharallah. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Bahashim,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Bahashem,
Bahashim,
Rakakwadash.
Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and others, great millstone, who rule well and who taught us this truth, and salutations to all that can pushing this word in truth and in sincerity with charity. We're the brothers from the great millstone camp here in Chicago, and Lord willing, there's an edifying lesson. All right, in the latest news, Amazon, here it is. They're coming out with their radio frequency identification palm scanner, which basically, the way you sign up for this thing is they have an imprint of your palm plus your debit or credit card information on file, so that you can place your hand over this thing and make purchases. You see, and again, this all lines up with Esau's gradualism. All right. This is getting people mentally and physically prepared for the M.O.B, man, the mark of the beast. You see? You got something?
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
because and more this technology is coming out. It's not a coincidence that this came out, and literally not too long ago, I say maybe like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, they had just came out with the COVID, the CV19 um chip. you know so hey, all of this is it's Esau's making moves, man, and like the brother saying, he's doing it gradually, so the people would just because if he would have done it all this at once, people would have fought back, asked questions and all that, but slowly he's molding people's mind to accept this and make this become normal. You know hey, but at the end of the day, these prophecies must need be fulfilled. So also, it's a sign that the Lord is letting us know that, look, before, not a couple of years ago, you weren't really seeing things like this, but now look, now it's like almost every week we find out something different. If it's now something that had to do with World War III, it's something to do with the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast.
Mm-hmm.
But this is Habakkuk 2:3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie." You see, and that's what we're seeing now. Right now, we're seeing that vision, these prophecies speak. Yeah, it might have took a little while. At first it might have seemed like they were dragging, but now, hey, they're coming back to back, man. You know and then they're not lying. The Lord is showing us, and the other people, like, look, I said it and now I'm making it come to pass. It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And now we're seeing that it's not tarrying. Now we're seeing that it's coming out more and more. And it's becoming more evident that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, that this is what they're going to use, so that people who don't have it won't be able to function in society, buy or sell, like it says in Revelations 13.
Yeah, Khan, and the one of the news reporters, the Jake looking news reporter, he even says it as a joke. He says, what the mark of the beast is going on? Like, it's supposed to be funny, I'm sure he's reeling off a teleprompter. It's really Esau. All right, but again, Esau is in control of the media. He's trying to make this like it's a joke, like it's nothing, so people don't take it serious. You see?
Right. What do you call it? Desensitized.
Yeah, desensitizing them. Yep.
So now next time we when we come out, they're gonna be like, oh, there goes some conspiracy theories. Yeah, that mark of the beast. They showed it in the news.
Yep. Khan, but this is Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16, and he causeth all right, that he is the person in rulership today who is Esau Edom, all right, the so-called white man, specifically the elites, the Rothschilds, the Gettys, the DuPonts, and so on and so forth, going on down, Revelation 13 and 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and let's go into that word mark. Right, which we already know it's charagma, right? Oh, 1 second. Yeah, G54, which G means Greek. Okay, so G5480 is charagma, right? A stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist, right? So this mark, you're basically saying that Esau Edom is your master, is your God, is who you follow. And 2/3 of our own people, they're gonna go after this damn guy, man. They're gonna do what he says. You see, uh, and Esau is gonna put that mark into them. I'm sorry, were you gonna say something? Oh, okay, kind of. So rich and poor, free and bond. They're to receive this mark, and this mark is going to be the new currency, the new identification, right? The new health records, all in one. Passports, everything at the axis of your hand or your forehead. You see?
Right. They also, that's why I don't know if you remember, but what was it that they just came out with right here in Chicago? The new IDs. They call them the real IDs.
Yeah.
And supposedly right there is going to be more documents than just your your address and all that. You're gonna be able to have more things on there. All of that is to shape you up, to this chip.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, condense all the information about you, on this little microchip. But verse 17, Revelation 13 and 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So that's why all this free money is coming out, and it's not really free. All right, there's an agenda behind it because Esau doesn't do anything to help us unless, he has an ulterior motive, kind. So he's doing this so that Jacob be used to, being, helped by Esau Edom, getting that aid. You know what I'm saying? And they're bringing out, from what the news says, a fourth stimulus check plus UBI, Universal Basic Income. Which they're gonna give you like $1,000 or something. The news said like every month for everybody, basically, right? So, anyways, Jake is gonna fall into this, man. A gift destroyeth the heart, like Ecclesiastes says, chapter 7, verse 7, I believe. You know, and this money, this U.S. dollar, is gonna be obsolete. It's gonna be useless, man. All right, with all this money that's being pumped into the economy, you're just devaluing the dollar. It's losing its strength. You see, and they're doing it on purpose so that they could bring forth this new world currency, which is the mark of the beast, the microchip, man, the implantable microchip that will go into either your hands or your forehead. That's why when you go into Target, you know they have those those checkout lanes, and they have like cameras and facing up to your head, like capturing you. Yeah. And also the debit card, or your credit card. You just wave the card next to you. You don't even have to insert the chip or slide it anymore. All right, we're moving into the next stage, man. All right, where this microchip is going to be heavily used worldwide, and then eventually it's going to be mandatory, man.
This is Isaiah. Well, they're already doing that with the whole green pass, and all that. So now it's like, if you don't have this, you can't go into this restaurant. If you don't have this, you can't attend this concert. If you don't have this, you can't enter into this grocery store. It says, this is Isaiah. You see, and you see, it's like like the scriptures say, his words were smoother than butter.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna come with this. Oh well, we're not forcing him to do anything. If they really want to, comply and be a part of society, all they have to do is just take this chip and they're okay. Trying to make us, those who will stand against it, look crazy.
Yeah.
But that's the trickery of him, man. Because ultimately what he's doing is he's making it impossible for those that go against it to survive without it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
this is Isaiah 36:6. It says, "Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed, on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, all that trust in him." Now that's talking about the system of this place. Is because it's broken. But it's also talking about what spirit that mark of the beast, the RFID chip. Because it says warn if a man lean, meaning you're trusting in it for for support. It says it will go into his hand and pierce it. So you're trusting in the system, for support. You're gonna end up getting pierced by that what the RFID chip. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because hey, you're like the brother was saying, you're basically making him your god, and you're saying, I want you to supply me with my daily food, clothes, and all that. That's basically saying, when you take this, that's you saying that without saying it. You know.
Yeah, yeah, no, absolutely. You know what I mean? Because like one of the curses is that we'll go to them for the one of all things. But here it is, the elect that we hope to be part of. We woke up, man, right? And now we know who we are. We know the name of the Lord, so we call upon the name of the Lord. You see, because we fear the Lord, and in fear of the Lord, there's let me just grab that real quick. I don't want to butcher it because that's a great scripture. There's the book of Sirach, chapter 20, Sirach, chapter 40, verse 26. Riches and strength lift up the heart, but the fear of the Lord is above them both. There is no want in the fear of the Lord, and it needeth not to seek help. All right? So we got Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. We don't need Esau. We don't need to rely and trust in Esau. All right? Listen, man, we're waiting for this microchip to become mandatory. All right? That's one of the next prophecies we look forward to. You see, because we trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We know that the Lord's going to deliver us, man. All right. The Lord said, "Anything you ask in my name, I will do it." And we believe that, man. 2/3 of our own people, hey, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, 2/3 of you are going to lean upon this damn devil, man. All right. And the scriptures tell you, who will pity a charmer that's bitten by a serpent or a snake, right? I'm butchering it, Salakia. All right. Hey, you play with this devil, you're going to get jacked up, man. He's going to lead you to death. All right. And this time, this death is going to be death by pain, man. All right. All you people who take this microchip, which is the mark of the beast, you're going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. All right. And it's going to seem like a long time. You see, your flesh, your eyes, your tongue, all that shit's gonna melt away while you still stand, and it's gonna seem like forever. But that's just the way you're gonna learn, man. Death by pain, because you're too stubborn, you're too stiff necked. You see?
This is Exodus 20:4. It says, "Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image,
Mm.
or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me." You know? Hey, so hey, that's what you're doing when you take this. You're bowing down to Esau, and you're saying, you're trusting in him, you know, you're calling him your owner, your master, your God, in other words, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And this is right here that the Most High is a jealous power, man. So what do you think he's gonna do when he comes and he sees his people with that mark, you know? He's gonna come and fuck them up. This is right here, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. So he's gonna get you, man. It's gonna be a horrible death. The scriptures talk about it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of living power.
Mm-hmm.
Through the fear of the Lord we persuade men. So it's gonna be your worst dream, come to life. And that's even before the nukes. So the Lord could bring your worst nightmare come to life and hit you with the nukes at the same time.
Con.
You know.
Con. You guys. No. And with that, this is a quick lesson. We hope it was edifying, Lord willing. Again, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and others, a great millstone who rule well and who taught us this truth. And salutations to all the Akim, pushing this word in truth and sincerity with charity. Shalom, wa abad ball.